So I guess the question of the day is how have the quarterbacks looked through the first 4 days?
Yeah, coming off of day 4, second day in pads, feel good about the progress that we're making, right? I'm one of those guys that says it's really hard to say we've ever arrived. What I'm looking for is a little bit better each day, right? And that's kind of the motto in our room, to be disciplined and detailed in everything that we do, to play with a sense of urgency, play fast, not in a hurry, okay? Proud of the way the guys are approaching practice every day. They've been locked in terms of our installs. Very excited about really all of the guys in that room right now. So pleased with where we're at. The challenge is always, can we sustain it? And I believe that the character in that room will allow us to continue to do that and get better every day.
Right.
Coach Thacker talked yesterday about the safety position, and he may have more good players than he has positions. And I guess you have a similar situation. He talked about the chemistry and the ego. What are you seeing from your group?
Yeah, it's I'll tell you this, I've had an opportunity to coach a lot of quarterbacks over the years, and I always look for makeup first, right? And this summer, this is about as excited as I've been approaching a fall training camp. And the reason I say that is because of the young men in that room. And to me, the most fun being a coach is when you have competition. It's always hard, and to me it gets boring when you don't have competition, okay? Because human nature says there's going to be complacency. But when you have guys that are in the heat of the battle, in the middle of a competition, it raises everything. It raises the level of the way they stay focused in meetings. It raises the level of the way they approach practice. And that's all you really want as a coach. I go out there every day with energy and enthusiasm because I'm so excited to get on the grass and coach these guys. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this thing unfolds. But right now, I'm enjoying the ride, continuing to develop these guys each and every day, and it's been a lot of fun.
Hey, Coach Chad from the AJC. Buster and Brent both said they want the quarterback to be the toughest, if not one of the toughest on the team. Is that measurable, or do you just know it when you see it? Toughness? Yeah,
it's what I believe in. It's the first thing we talk about every day they walk in our room, okay? And historically, the perception is the quarterback isn't the toughest guy, okay? From day one, when you walk into my quarterback room, that's what I talk about, toughness, mental and physical toughness. To be successful at a high level and be able to compete, you got to be mentally and physically tough. So I would echo those sentiments on a daily basis, that my challenge is to my guys in my room is to be the toughest guy in the building.
Anything in the back before we come back up here? Okay.
Yeah, Coach, like you said, it's only day 4 in pads. You still got 20-something days for y'all around that tunnel. What's it going to take for one of these guys to separate themselves and win that job?
Yeah, I think it's, we go 2 days without pads. You really don't know, right? You continue to develop, you install more information. I think the biggest thing for me in terms of an evaluation is I want to find a functional thinker. What does that mean? That means, hey, they're in the classroom, they're absorbing the information. Are they taking it from the classroom to the field? That's where I truly believe when guys are in essence on the same level, who's going to separate themselves? And that to me is that guy that can be a functional thinker, process information, and ultimately the number one job for this guy is who can take our team and move them down the field. So when that time is, we don't know. Okay, we're not in a hurry. We love the competition. Okay, we love how they're approaching this. And I can't sit up here and say when that will happen. Okay, but I know this, that the challenge is to get better every day, and if they do that, we're going to be in a good position when we start on September 1st.
Thanks, Kelly.
I was just curious if maybe you could give us like one thing that separates each of the guys, like one characteristic or something you've seen that maybe is different between each of them.
Yeah, I think the unique thing is all three of them have played in college football games. When you look at the experience of Haynes King, played and started a lot of games in the SEC, obviously battled and challenged with some injuries, but has overcome those. I think his football IQ, okay, is off the charts. He's the son of a longtime high school coach. It's really important to him, and there's no doubt he has toughness. You know, Zach Pyron comes in last year, okay, as a true freshman after really being our scout team guy, okay? The guy won with his heart, right? I would never expect a freshman to know all the intricacies of playing successful football at a high level as a true freshman. It's just, at this position, it's too hard. What you saw on the field from him was that competitive character, okay? Zach Gibson gets thrown into the battle, okay? And at the end of the day, goes and wins a big win, has a big win on the road in North Carolina. Obviously, was proud of him the way he played against Georgia. So at the end of the day, they're all a little bit different, but there are some similarities. And I think I can say that the toughness, okay, is part of all three of them. The skill level, the talent, a little bit different, okay? You know, Haynes and Zach are going to be able to run a little bit better. And I think, you know, Zach Gibson brings the ability to be able to layer the football, has good touch, has good accuracy. So they're all a little bit different, and that's why this is so fun.
Rod?
On the same subject, are there physical abilities pretty similar enough where you don't have to change your play calling depending on who's in the game?
Yeah, and that's what's exciting. We think that all three of these guys, okay, can operate this offense at a high level. So we're not going to be in a situation where whoever ends up winning the job, okay, if the backup has to come in the game, that our game plan changes, okay? We're asking them to do really schematically, okay, what we've installed. All three of them are capable. We think all three of them can operate the offense, okay? And now the challenge is who's going to separate themselves.
Chad?
I mean, any chance of playing two guys, or would you rather ride with one?
Yeah, so I sit here today after day 4 of camp. You just don't know, right? I think if you historically look at college football, okay, you better have two guys, okay? And at the end of the day, we feel very good that we've got 3, okay, that can go in, that have played in big-time games. So those decisions will be made down the road. But I feel comfortable that, you know, we might play 3.
Anything else in the back? Kelly, if you want to wrap us up here.
Sure. I guess kind of what are the challenges? Obviously, the two Zachs were here with you a year ago, so they understand your coaching methodology and all that. What are kind of the challenges for Haynes as a newcomer to kind of the Chris Weinke way of doing things?
Yeah, I've got a relationship with Haynes, and you know, the ability to be able to go through spring ball, okay, helped in that process. And then you spend the summer with them. These guys understand I am who I am. I'm not changing. I believe in what I believe in. There's a standard in our room. All of those guys have accepted that. They know that I'm very passionate about every single day I go out there. There's been zero challenge. Haynes King is wired the right way. He understands what it takes to be successful. That transition for him coming into that room has not been there.
Okay. Coach, thank you.
All right, guys. Good seeing y'all.